We're back with the bigger picture.
First, there were Tupperware parties, then makeup and lingerie parties. And wait until you hear what's bringing women together now. Our Mike Edgell spends a night out with the gals for this story.
They are young, beautiful, and professional women. Michelle's a teacher, Lisa communications, and Nicole in research. Out on the town with Emily, Alice, and Karen. They love the wine, the laughs, the flirtation. But what really turns them on just might surprise you. This scenario is hard for some people to believe. Women getting together to play games. But it's an exploding trend with billions of dollars at stake.
The stereotype is that guys are going to want to play video games and that the girls are going to roll their eyes at them and want to do something different, try to get them off the couch. But I think that that's changing really quickly.
It's a dramatic shift. The industry says 40% of gamers are women. A little history. Ever since Pong, Pac-Man, and Mario won over the public, mostly men have embraced the hobby. The games got more violent, more competitive, and the multi-billion-dollar gaming industry outsold Hollywood.
That's one.
5 years ago, it was a rarity to see women play video games.
Today, nearly double the number of women are playing games than teenage boys. In fact, signs of the trend are all over the web. Here you're watching a battle of the sexes.
Playing against the boys is always hard, and hard, of course, means interesting. Victories against the boys bring us more delight.
And postings like this one that try to explain how women became big players.
Guys played the games, guys made the games, and most of the games were about guys shooting other guys. Fast forward a couple of decades, and now almost half of all gamers are women, and there's really no stigma attached to being a girl gamer anymore. How did this happen?
Companies originally tried gimmicks to get women involved, with sexy gaming teams like the Frag Dolls.
Shotgun. I'm not sure that they're definitely used to encourage girl power.
Microsoft sold pink controllers.
Oh, come on!
But the real breakthrough was when the industry realized instead of marketing guy games to girls, why not offer a different experience?
They stopped trying to market games like Grand Theft Auto to young women and women in general, and they got smart and started creating games like Wii Fit.
Nintendo launched the Wii system with games that were interactive and easy. Dismissed by hardcore gamers as childish, Nintendo went on to sell 46 million Wii consoles worldwide. Microsoft got softer, suddenly pitching its Xbox system to your brother and sister. And Sony followed with quirky games like Little Big Planet. So what games attract women?
We tend to go for cuter games and less hardcore fighting games. We like Mario Kart and games that are role-playing that require a lot of thinking.
There's not an emphasis on horror or gore or shooting or fighting.
Those violent games are still dominated by men, but that's changing too. And with that, some tension between the sexes, as gamers can now communicate over the internet.
I have definitely taken some abuse online, but nothing that I've cried over.
Females are either ignored or they're sort of marginalized in some way or trivialized in some way.
And the battle of the sexes comes with its problems, because when ladies play online, they're not exactly sure how old their male competitors really are.
They actually just try to pick you up, and it's funny because, you know, it's like you're a 20-something-year-old woman and you're in your head, you're guaranteeing it's an 8-year-old boy or like a 12-year-old boy who's just so excited that a girl's playing.
As for high school teacher Michelle, no challenges yet from her students.
So I'm pretty sure that I would beat them all if they challenged me.
At this rate, men could become the minority in gaming. So Karen, what's your message for the guys?
I don't think that necessarily games are a man's world anymore, and I think that girls are getting better at them. Girls are understanding the tricks and the shortcuts, and that, you know, look out, because here we come.
So guys, the next time you want to make a love connection, maybe forget the bar.
Coming up next week on 16 by 9.
16 by 9 brings you an exclusive story about a little boy in Kingston, Ontario, who doctors are calling the one. What happened to him is nothing less than a miracle, and they hope he may hold a cure for millions of autistic children around the world.
Debbie came back from one of the studies and they said, we've got one, we've got one. What took place for him to be aka normal?
That's coming up next week on 16 by 9.
And that's it for us tonight. If you have a story idea you'd like to share with us, just give us a call at 1-877-TEL-169 or go to our website at global16by9.com. And don't forget to log on right after the broadcast to talk about any of the stories you watched tonight. I'm Mary Garofalo. From all of the gang here, good night.
Our final word tonight goes to our 16 by 9 viewers.
Fascinating. I have a grandson who is now 13 and was born without eyes, but he does have optic nerves. He also wears the same kind of prosthetic eyes as Rob Spence, the man featured on 16 by 9. I realize that Rob has one working eye, which makes all this possible, but I can now imagine the possibilities for my grandson. Thanks for a great series. I'm so glad I watched your show.
16 by 9. The bigger picture. That's a wrap.